So, hello everyone. My name is Tasha Smutney. I am a double gold consultant and a two-time IATN card holder. And we are going to start with the very basics of Canva this evening. So, if you do not know what Canva is a graphic design program that you can use online. All right. So you can use it as a website, either canva.com, or there is an app that you can use on your computer as well as on a mobile device. I typically use it on my desktop of a computer. I just find it easier to move everything. But there are definitely times when I have something made and then I'm able to access it on my phone when I want to do a post or something like that. So that's really a great use of that as well. Right. So you can get Canva with a completely free account. Right. I do have the education account, and the only reason I don't actually pay for it, they gave it to teachers free during COVID, and they haven't taken it away. So I have the pro benefits, but there's tons you can do without that. All right. So just looking here at the basic homepage. All right. Now I will tell you, depending on which version you have, I don't have there was a sneak peek released. This is not the sneak peek. I did not get that one, but I have home. All of it's over here. I will show you. It looks a little different. Lynette's, she did get like one of those first 500 people, and hers just looks a little bit different. I feel like hers looks more like the app, actually. But still, you have those same commands over here. So we're going to stay with mine because I'm actually way more familiar with that screen. All right. So I have home. There's a new Magic Studio. You can see all your projects. There are templates. This is a pro feature that you can do things for your brand. There are apps that you can use to integrate into things. So you can look here to see what's there. And now mine says classwork because I could use this for a school. And you can invite members like to a team to have shared work that you can all work on together. All right. Now mine will say class, like this says Tasha Smutney's class, but like this just says Michaela Jolly Carswell, and that's her account that we access and share together. So most of the time when I come in here, this is my home screen. It does give you what will you design today for you. It gives you the option for documents. All right. So you can make a beautiful document and it gives you things. And then it gives you all different templates that you could use for that. All right. Now mine has whiteboards, and I don't know if this is just on the education version. All right. But you could have like a brainstorming whiteboard that people use together, or a team whiteboard and those types of things. I think this one might be an education one. But it shows things like marketing roadmap and different things like that. You can also do presentations, which are just slideshows. I've started using the presentations on here instead of Google Slides because I feel like there's a lot more capability here than what I can do on Google Slides. And it just flows better. Again, there's going to be templates. And then there's going to be like different categories. So presentations, brainstorms, games. Again, they're giving me templates because it's an education, but yours would have maybe different things. Then it gives you social media things, all right? Editing an image. So you can change the look of an image that you already have in there. Instagram post, Facebook post, Instagram story, WhatsApp story, status, Facebook, your cover photo, an Instagram reel, TikTok. It has all these things. I use this a lot when I make videos. I will do the YouTube thumbnail and I can bring that in there. So if you're somebody that gets into making travel videos to post on a YouTube channel as a travel agent, that's great to do. They also can do a YouTube intro, all right, where you could do a short video. They have animated social media, so many things that you could do with social media. And then it does break it down by different social media platforms. So Instagram, Facebook, Things for LinkedIn. Can make a LinkedIn background photo. All right, or a LinkedIn post. So it's going to show up there formatted the best. Okay. And it gives lots and lots of options for things. Videos. And again, easy to assemble videos. It gives you some templates to use. And then it gives other specific things. All right. Mother's Day vlog, right? Welcome to our channel that you could use for your YouTube. Whatever you want it. But sometimes you can edit those. Mobile videos, Facebook videos, TikTok videos. So it gives you things already made that you can edit to fit your needs for your business. There is the option to make designs and then pay Canva to print for you. Okay. So they do print things for marketing. Some people have used this to print their business cards. You can get magnets printed. You can get, let's see what else. Postcards. So maybe you want to have, and you can do envelopes. So maybe you want to make custom thank you notes on here for your clients. All right. Maybe you're doing a vendor event and you want to give like a little gift bag, paper bag with handles that you can get your logo on. So these are things I think we don't always think about as on here because we're so focused on just our marketing. But these are things when we talk about brand specific promotions. If you want to do a raffle once a month for everybody who booked, maybe the winner gets a tote bag that has your business name on it. And if you're only giving one away a month, you're probably not spending a ton if you get them made in bulk. You can get stationery, including business cards, but a newsletter that you can email out to clients. But no, this is print, but you could also make the newsletter there and download it. Okay, but they do have print and they also have websites. Now, I have not done a lot with websites on here. I know there was just a training last week on websites, and they're talking about for next month having a series for the website so that you can actually work through making that website with them. All right. And then there's a more. All right. Try something new. Like there's all kinds of templates, infographics. So you could have something like this that you post, information about a destination, photo collages. Now maybe you want to make a desktop wallpaper for yourself for your computer. Here's one with a little airplane. Graphics you can use, all different things. Now, I don't typically go here to do something. There are other things you can do too, though. Custom size. So I have used this for things like when we make our forms that you fill out, like when you're going to fill out the form for saying you attended a training today for our raffle. I've made headers here with a custom size. And all I did was Google Canva design Google form header size, and it told me exactly what to put in when I select custom size. Okay. So if you were looking for a custom size for something, you could. You can also upload something you have already and bring it into Canva to edit. All right. So I usually, when I come in, I'm going to go back to home. It does show, oh, here, for you is where it shows these things. It shows all your recent designs. Okay. So it will show you your recent designs. I use Canva for all different things. Okay. But when I come in, I click create design, and this little drop-down menu comes with suggestions of things. Now, maybe what you want is not here. Maybe what you want is not here. And you could search for what you want. Maybe you were wanting to make a logo. You could search logo. and then it gives you some options. Okay. I'm just going to go with a regular old blank background, right? I started with just a Facebook landscape. This is so that I can just show you some features on here if you were putting things together. So when you do design, you can just you can search for something. Maybe you're, just looking for a travel, something that's going to show travel. And when I search travel, it's going to come up with options. It's also going to give me these categories here, so I could be more specific. Travel and tourism, travel agency, travel videos, destination, travel Instagram posts, road trip, travel plan, vacation, trip, adventure. All right. And so whatever I do, I can look and see which ones I like the background for. So I just kind of scan through and see what catches my eye, right? And I'm going to make sure that I pick one that is not a pro version, so I can show you all the things we can do even without the pro version. So I'm actually going to pick one that was up near the top because I want to show you how you can change lots of things if need be. So all I did was click that and it made it the background. That's the design it gave me. Now, sometimes when it's a video or a presentation or slideshow, it'll say apply. Let me actually just open one so you can see that. So let's say I was doing a presentation. Sometimes it's multiple pages and it'll ask you if you want to apply them all. So let's say I wanted to do, I don't know, Hawaii. I'm going to do a presentation on Hawaii for my clients. Those are not travel. Those are not travel related. That's okay. Hold on. This one is not in English. Why are those all in Spanish? It's saying vacaciones. That's interesting. All right. It doesn't matter if it's a travel one right now. Let's say I click this. Now it's asking me, do I want to apply all 15 pages? Or I can just choose the page I want. So sometimes when you select design, it will do that. All right. Let's go back to simple though. Now there's a couple of things you can do here. Number one, you can change anything you want on here. All right. You can, sometimes it'll let you shift the colors around, but I'm going to close that part there so we don't see as much. See how this has a green right here? That's the background color. So what that means is this part here around everything is really the back. There's nothing there. And the whole thing is selected right now. So that's why it's saying that's what the background color is. So if I am not a fan of that green, first it'll give you colors that are already in the document. Then any of the photos, it shows you the colors in them. Then it gives you default colors and then gradient colors you could change it to. So let's say I don't like that. I can click and see what I might like instead. You can use a template and customize every single thing in Canva. Maybe here you're wanting to use something closer to your brand colors. Mine are teal and purple. So maybe I change it to that. And now I go, ooh, this isn't sticking out as much anymore. I click that little color, see where it shows a color, and I'm going to change that color to this dark teal. It gives me this option here to change everywhere on the document to that color teal. So I don't have to click each one of those and change it. Did everyone see how that just happened? So that's a little time saver, right? Now, I'm going to change all these words because I'm not advertising this specific facility, right? So let's say I wanted to make this about this location. I'm going to click, the next thing I'm going to click is elements. Now you can look for your own pictures or you can search for pictures. So maybe this is going to be about a cruise and you can search for cruise. Now they give you the option of graphics, photos, videos. So maybe instead of that at the top, I want this picture here with the cruise ship and the palm tree. You can see the cruise ship from land, or maybe I want one. What I really want is one with a sunset, but that might not happen. Not in the free version. It might, but it might not. But I scan and see what I like the look of. And I'm going to go back to that one that I did like. I do kind of like this one, and it is a free version. All I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it over this photo that's already here. And it can go in there. Now, I learned something yesterday that I did not know from Misty. If I double click that, I can do things to make it fit more. So I can move, let's see if it'll let me move it. Adjust. So I think, does not let me change the size, but I can hit crop. And what I can do, if I want to crop it, oops, come on. Because what I want is I want the front of that ship there, right? I don't want to rotate it like that. Woo! All right, so now I hate what I did, right? I'm just going to click cancel. Sometimes it won't let you do what you want to do. I'm going to click Smart Crop and see what happens. Did not do what I wanted it to. Maybe the crop won't let me. Oh, there we go. Maybe I just have to do it from that side. Because she was able to move it over and it's not allowing me to do that. So I also, if I don't like what it does, I change the picture. Oh, wait, here we go. Here we go. So now what I can do is I can take this and I can make what I want fit where I want. There we go. Right? And maybe I take this and I didn't realize there was something behind it, but that's okay. I can move this over to the other side. I'm not worried about that shadow, so I'm just going to click it and delete it. And I can move this to this side instead, so that now what I want focused can show, right? But you can change every single part that you want. Let's say this is going to the Bahamas. And one of the famous things at the Bahamas is being able to swim with the pigs. So I can move this in here, right? And then I can look for another one that I like. And I do think if you don't have Pro, the Pro options don't even show up. Now, this is just so I'm just making this up. It's not one that I'm actually advertising something. Oh my gosh, look at that with the little pig. Um, but if that cruise happened to be going to Nassau, let me just look. This shows, Atlantis in the back and then the lighthouse that you see. So now we have made it so that it matches what we want to advertise. So now all I did was click on that and change the wording. I double clicked and started typing. It highlighted all the words. Okay. Now, if I want to sometimes it will only highlight the line you're on. I actually triple click to get it all. I can now change this font if I don't like it or the spacing. I am much more of a center person instead of an off to the right or off to the left. So up here in our toolbar, I'm just going to click the alignment. And then I'm going to change the font because I don't love that font. It's just not fun enough. So right here, I can choose a font. It does give you options like handwriting, corporate, display, headings, like it gives you different categories you could choose from. Bold, but it also you can see what they look like. It also gives you text styles, which is really just size, heading, subheading, or the body of a text. So I look through, see what stands out to me. I do have certain fonts that I like to use. I like this more sugar one. It's just one I like. Now, maybe I want this to be bigger. I just pull the corner and I know that it's now overlapping this, and I'm okay because I'm going to just move it for a second. Now, what I'm going to take, I'm going to click at the bottom and I'm just going to hold my mouse. See how all of those highlighted, they were separate before? And now it gives me the option to group them. Now I can change the size of this all at the same time. And I can move it all at the same time. Now I can ungroup it because I don't need it grouped anymore. I click away from it, and now I can move the cruise special so it fits. Right? One thing that Misty said last night that I never even thought about, she goes, I never delete anything in case I want to use it later. This doesn't actually look spaced centered, so let me, because I think I had a space. I'm just going to hit enter because now it looks a little bit more centered. So now we're going to say details. So cruise from New York City. Enjoy the Bahamas. Did I just delete one accidentally? I think I did because it was 4. All right. So look, I made a mistake right up here. I'm going to click what I say to my kids at school, the magic undo button. It'll fix what happened. Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe there were only 3 there. There were only 3. It just looked it because there's more space now, which I can fix. I can take these 2 things. There's the other way I can do it. I clicked that one and now I hold down the shift button and hold this. And I can move them all together as well. And let's say maybe they get free. Not every time I type free, I type it all caps. Free upgraded cabin, right? Maybe that's what's included in the deal we found. Now here, we might also want to add when it is, right? At least a general idea. So I might put, let's say it's a Labor Day cruise special, and now I don't like how that fits. So I'm going to change the whole sizing. If the whole box is highlighted, I can just click the minus sign up here, and I want to do it until Labor Day gets all on one line. Right? And then maybe up here, I don't actually want the 50% off, but I think that's a great place for my logo, right? And because it's already, I changed the colors to match my brand colors, I can put it right over that as a background behind my logo. Okay. Now, what I tend to do, because my logo is buried in everything that I've already uploaded, I go into my most recent, I open one that has my logo on it. I click on it. I can right click and copy it. Then I go back to what I'm working on. I right click and I paste it. And then I put it where I want it. That's actually the exact right size. And I got luck. Well, maybe not. I'm going to take this and I'm going to, oops, there's two things there. So don't you move on me. I'm going to take, it's hard sometimes when there's two things to see them both. So I can see that there. I'm going to make that a little bigger so that now this fits right in the middle. Okay. And then down here, I would change, to the information it needs to be. So instead of book now, I would say call now. And these things I don't need. Though some people do put their websites on there. I don't need that one. I'm not going to put my website. So I'm deleting the things I don't need. Now I am going to take this and the little phone. So I'm clicking shift. Let me click it. I might do the phone first because it's easier to get. And then shift so they're together. I could put this here. Before I even change it to mine, I make it bigger. I just click away from it to get out of there. And then maybe I take this. Because I don't really like call now. Call Tasha to book. And then I kind of look at what I have and decide if I like it or not. So maybe instead of this here, this feels kind of cluttered and this feels empty. I'm going to grab, that one is not going to go where I want it to. So I'm going to grab both of these. Now it grabs it together. And I'm going to move this down here. I'm also like a big fan of corners when it comes to my logo. But does everyone see like just those basics you can do? So before we do other basics, any questions on that? There are some others, like I want to show you how to add your own pictures because we want to make sure you can upload your own pictures, not just using Canva's pictures. Any questions on what we did so far with using Canva?
I have a question.
Yes.
Over on the left,
Mm-hmm.
these little icons, what are they? It's not the Pro.
Over here?
No, right here. Can you see my cursor?
No, because I can only see
Oh,
my screen.
it's in the little pictures on the bottom right.
Oh, these?
Yeah.
That says education because I
Oh,
have the education
okay.
pro version.
Right.
So it would be that normally it'd be that little star
Okay.
that shows for pro.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the same thing, but mine's education instead of the other pro.
Okay.
I thought you meant all these. I'm like, oh, these are all the features. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a new page. So what I just did, up in this corner, there's a little plus sign it's almost a rectangle, but it's cut off with a plus sign in the top right corner. Now, what it will do when you do that, it will make the background the same. So maybe I'm like, oh, I don't want that background. So let me just make it white for now because I don't know what I'm going to put there yet. Okay. So a couple of things. If you click this little button, it says upload. Now, this is everything I've uploaded into Canva. I've uploaded all of these different things, which is why when I just looked for my logo, I needed to just copy and paste it because I had too many things, right? So let's say you wanted to do, I don't know, the caps lock is on, Disney World logo. I just went to Google images. All right. Now, up at the top, and this is more a Google one, but you can go to ones that are specifically already transparent with no background. Sometimes they will download the way you want them to, sometimes they will not. Just a heads up. So hypothetically, this is going to show just Walt Disney and that, right? I kind of like this one. Hypothetically, that gray is not going to show up. Okay. So I'm going to right click and just click Save Image As. And it's going to download to my desktop. There's a couple of ways you can upload. Now, if you're using Google Chrome, this down button has your most recent uploads, and you can just pull and drag it over here. Or you could click Upload Files, and it's going to open up your desktop, your most recent things that have been opened on your desktop. At least mine does. So let's say I wanted this picture of me at Disney World, right? So now, again, all I have to do, see, you lied to me. That is not transparent. So we can edit the image. I don't know if it lets us take that away. But what I do, since it won't let me do what I want it to do, I'm going to delete that. I like a site called remove.bg. I use this all the time, and I'll put that in the chat for you. Oh, I didn't have the chat open. I'm sorry. All right. What I will do is I will drag that image right in, to have it remove the background. This is something you can do if you have made a circle logo and want no square background when you download it, but you don't have the pro version of Canva. This is taking extremely long right now, so I might choose another image. It might be because that one's supposed to already be blank. So let me try another. Disney World logo. Images. I'm not going to try one that already has a clear background. So we'll do this one because I do like the castle. Because I can tell you right now, that's going to show up with those. Even though it says it's clear. It's not. So now let me drag it in. Typically, this site is really good. Today, it seems to be giving me a hard time. It's usually free. I've brought lots of things in here and it works. While it's working its magic, let me see what else I can find that doesn't look like it has a clear background. It is not currently their 50th anniversary, but let's see if we can use this one. Just so you can see the tool work, if that's not working. Yeah, it's just not doing what I want it to. Let's do one that clearly has a background as opposed. So see how it's showing you the picture. So now it has it with no background. I use this website all the time. And then I just click download, but it also has, it's integrated into Canva. You could click create design and it'll open your Canva. Create your free design. Quickly turn your image into beautiful designs with Canva. It's free. I've never actually clicked the Canva one before, but look, it brought it right there. Now, here's the deal. It doesn't let you choose the size of what you want to do. So what I typically do is I will click download. Then I'll go back to the one I'm working on. I'll go to uploads. I drag everything. And I am on a Mac. I don't know if that makes a difference if others are not allowed to drag. Now, I'm not going to really make an ad with this because it's not still their 50th. But I could center this, make it whatever size I want. I know it's still centered because I brought both sides out to the end, right? You can put videos as well. Now, these are videos I've uploaded. You can also put audio on things I've uploaded, or you can record your voice, right? So I could click record yourself. Now it's going to ask for permission to use your camera. I don't really want to record my camera, but my microphone. I could put a picture of me in there. I click record. And I could make like something for Instagram. You know how many people are on Instagram that they have pictures of Disney and they just like talk about what they can do as a travel agent? Gives me a countdown. Looking for a Disney trip in 30 seconds or less? Did you know that booking with me doesn't cost you any extra and I know all the insider tips? Give me a call and I can help you plan your magical Disney vacation. Done. Now I'm on this. Save and exit. Looking for a Disney trip in 30 seconds or less? Did you know that booking with me doesn't cost you any extra and I know all the insider tips? Oh, something Give me a call and I can help you plan your magical Disney vacation. Did you know you could do that? Now, clearly, I just took a shower before our training and I'm not what I would put online. But in general, sometimes just putting your face on a camera and letting people see you say something really quick catches people's attention more than other things. And I could put like, I'm going to go back to images. So I just did these last night because I was doing a Disney something the other day. So maybe I want to add these pictures in, but I want them framed somehow. I like to click elements and I search for photo frame. I can make circles. I can see all the frames and choose what I want. Now those pictures, I'm going to look back at my uploads. They're all kind of, wide rectangles. It remembers the last thing you searched. So if I click one, I'm not worried what size it is right now. I'm not worried at all. I'm going to change them all anyway. So I can click here and I can choose. Oh, I thought it was going to be the frame. Sometimes it's the frame that changes there. So that doesn't really matter because we're going to put a photo in there. So now I'm going to take this and make it the size it needs to be to fit all four. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then I'm going to duplicate it. You can click the 3 dots, duplicate, or when it's highlighted with that purple box, you can just do Control C for copy and Control V for paste, or right click, copy, right click, paste. Now there's 2. I can paste 2 more times because I have a total of 4 pictures. I'm going to kind of off center them so it like frames the castle, right? Paste. So now I have just guaranteed for myself all my pictures are going to be the same size by making one the correct size and then copying them. Now I go to my uploads and I drag it until it goes where I want it. Now I can make this a little smaller so it's not blocking the words of that image. Right? Now that is not an accurate image right now, obviously, but now I would probably do some kind of background because this is nothing pops, right? So I could do background, search for backgrounds. Unfortunately, they don't have anything Disney. Oh, nothing magical. I'm going to look for stars because there is a cartoony star one that I like for Disney. I like this one. I just click it and now everything's in front of it. And maybe now I'm looking and going, oh, now I can't really see the words as much, but this little shade thing right here changes the transparency of the background. You can make it less. So there's still a background and it shows. However, I don't love how that looks, so I'm not going to do it. Maybe I like this one with stars. It's better, but I don't love the white background. I play around a lot when I'm doing things on Canva. It's the reason it takes me so long to do Canvas is because I play and play and play until I love what I see. So let's see, cartoon. Nope. Theme park. Though neither one of those are theme parks, you big liar, Canva. Party. Yeah, but you're maybe the balloons. Almost. I'm gonna look balloons. Confetti. Why are they all about premium ones? Fireworks. And maybe the picture I put in the middle doesn't work and I would change it out, you know? It's more that we can't see those words. Though I do like that because I feel like they know that's Disney. And then I would put something down here about, you know, what we're doing. So the next thing we need is we haven't looked at how to add a text box, right? So I just click text. Now there's a couple of options. You can make your own branded fonts in here. Like, hey, this font is Traveling with Tasha. Like I use this font for things, right? I don't have any saved though, so I can't show you that. You could do a heading, a subheading, or a smaller like body of text. It also gives you possible ones to use that are a little bit more fun, right? Than just going in and choosing fonts, right? So let's see. Ooh, I kind of like that gold. But I can take out the this is pure. Sometimes they're double headings. Again, I can change the size of this. It's going to need to be a lot smaller. Let's see. We need, I don't know what I would write there, but like Disney Vacations by Tasha. Now that is clearly way too big, but I like the font. I'm just clicking and I could even put it over those words that aren't showing up. So all I have is that castle, right? Now I move it over a little. Now here I can go like this. And now it fits. And those words that weren't showing up, or maybe I put Disney Vacation Tips by Tasha. And maybe I make a whole series and I make a little video there that I'm giving a tip. That would be a great series to do on Instagram, right? I'm gonna use this for something else. I'll change that background, but you know, all right, let's do something else. Now that one, because it has a video. I was like, why is it saying play? All I did was click here. Now, before we do that though, let's say I shared this with you and you wanted to make your own copy, right? There's two ways to do it. Or if you wanted the same layout, but you wanted to take and change the details on a second page. Between the lock button and the trash button, there's a little duplicate page. It will duplicate the whole thing. So if a trainer shares a Canva, you can duplicate their page and then just come in and change it to your information and your number and your logo, right? You would just delete mine, add it in, and then maybe you wanted to change the coloring to match your brand. This doesn't match your brand, right? Maybe you like these bright yellows. Now, if you click change all, it's going to change it on every page though, so you have to be careful with that. All right. However, what I would do, I would click, shift, click, I would click, oops, everything that was this color that I want to change, then I can change it. Let's say instead, oh, it didn't change them all. That's okay. You can easily, it's because there's two here. You can easily click them, and now that color you've selected is up there. These ones you should be able to, though. Nope, because there's two colors in there, that's why. But it's not hard to click each one and change it. And maybe you want a different color for the letters. Now for font, you click the little letter with the colors under it. And instead you want this to be like royal blue. You do have to highlight the letters to change the coloring, I believe. Well, maybe not. Those letters aren't highlighted. Oh, I can change it. So you just click on the boxes to change them. And maybe these, you see them and you're like, oh, that doesn't show up enough. I want to bold it. Bold, bold. And then maybe you go, oh, I'd really like my phone number to match what I have up there. You could even change this to that same blue color. And maybe you want these letters here to be that same blue color. So see how now it's the same ad, but clearly not the same ad. Because now it's for Kathy, who uses these colors for her brand. Okay. The other option is to click File, Make a Copy. Then nobody else can access it except you when a trainer shares a link. Okay. All right. So let's go down. There's a couple more things I want to show you before we finish up our basics. You can draw. I'm going to be honest, I have never ever used this tool, but you can. You can use it just like a pen to draw. Right? I have never used that tool, but you can. Maybe you wanted to, put your signature on something. Maybe you made artwork. I don't know. Apps. I do want to show you this. There's a box that's called apps. You can search for an app like YouTube. And now in YouTube, there's video suggestions, or maybe you are doing team building and you want a video about evolution travel. And this is the one we use in our presentation. Join Evolution Travel 2024. And I click that and it puts it right in whatever I'm working on. Or now, this is something I do with school. So maybe I'm looking, those who don't know, I'm a K-4 music teacher. All right. Maybe, I use this one because it changes speeds when we talk about fast and slow. No, I don't want it to play, but I could come in and click share, copy the link, go back to this design, paste it there. Oh, maybe it won't do it. I thought for sure it would. Edit. Oh, look. Done. It now has that video in. So you could find a video online already and you can put it in here. Or I could have looked for, right, and seen what came up. I do that a lot when I make Canva slideshows for school. All right. But you could definitely do it for advertising as well. Other apps that are in here. So it does give you For You, but if you scroll down, popular, QR codes. A QR code you can scan with a camera and it will on a mobile device, and it will open that page for you. So I could go, like if I wanted to direct somebody to a YouTube video on my channel, I could do that. So I could go to my channel. Now I do have different playlists. So I have travel advertising, but I also have cruising videos that I've made. So let's say I wanted people to see my video of my snorkeling in February. I get the link. I put that link in the URL, generate code. If you aim your phone at that code on the screen right now and click it, it will open that YouTube video. All right. Or even better, Facebook, I go to my business page. I take from up here. If you're on a mobile device, if you're on a mobile device, you can click the 3 lines and it'll say like profile website or something. Oops, wrong one. Update code. So this will open your Facebook business page. That's what I put on when I make flyers and things, and I just resize it. Okay. As far as other things, like when I scroll down here, like those already show up, QR code, YouTube, read bulk QR. I've never actually used that. Things that you've starred, and then that background was down there. So hopefully this gave you a lot of just those basic things you can use. Now, when you do want to get a design that you've made, you might be going, okay, now how do I get these off Canva, right? Final thing we'll do before we move on. So when you click share, you're going to click download. There is also the option on Canva, and this is a little bit more advanced. You can link your social media pages, and there is a scheduler with the pro version that you could schedule things to post from your Canva. That's a bit more complicated, but if you just want to download it, you click download. If it's multiple pages like this, you click where it says all 4 pages. I unclick it. Let's say I just want that current first page I'm on. Now, because there's a video in there, it's suggesting that. If you're just having a picture, choose JPEG or PNG. Those both work. And then you just click download, and it'll download to your computer. All right. So it's warning me that videos and animations won't play, but the only one that had that was the one I recorded myself. Right? So you download it and then it's on your device and you can use it however you want. If you're trying to share it with someone, where it says copy link under share, so I click share, it says collaboration link. Only you can access, anyone who's in your like team page on Canva can access, or anyone with the link can edit, can comment, can view. If you don't want anyone to be able to edit, don't leave it there. Put it at view. Maybe you want to share something with your mentor and say, hey, what do you think of my business cards I made? Right? You copy the link and then you can paste it. Or you can put an email address here. These are people I already share things with. And you can invite them by email. So let's say I just click share and it sends them a notification to their email that they want to share it with you. Okay. So before we move on,